Earlier in the year, Blizzard announced its collaboration with Nexon, a major South Korean video game publisher and developer. Beginning August 12th, Nexon will assume all publishing and live service for Overwatch, while Blizzard continues to develop the core game. For simplest terms on what this means, look at how NetEase handles Overwatch in China. Blizzard handles the core game and development, but because of Chinese laws, a Chinese-based publisher has to actually publish the game. So NetEase publishes the game, they handle live service, while Blizzard continues to develop the game. So starting August 12th, Overwatch will be region locked in South Korea. People who play through Battle.net will be required to link their Nexon accounts, and people who have linked their Nexon accounts can only play and be matchmade with players who also link their Nexon account. So if you play on Steam or if you play on console, you do not have to link your Nexon accounts. However, if you do play on Steam or you do play on console, you would not be matchmade with people who have a Nexon account linked. So if your friend plays on Xbox and you have another friend who is on Battle.net, you will not be able to play with the person who is on Battle.net because your account statuses are not the same. This is going to heavily impact matchmaking in South Korea. Not only are you now region locked, but you can only play with other players that have a Nexon account linked. And I don't know how popular this service is over there and how eager people are going to be to transition. You're really just isolating yourself in the beginning because not many people are going to be that eager to transition to Nexon. And if you play on Steam, you play on console, you'll still be matchmade with the rest of the Asian servers. But once you hit that Nexon status on your account, you will only be paired with other Nexon users. And I apologize if I'm saying the company's name wrong. This is going to affect matchmaking as a whole for Asian servers losing South Korea and for players in South Korea. Post August 12th, if you want to play Overwatch, you will have to make an account that has a Nexon connection, meaning you cannot play through Steam on PC. From what I understand, if you still want to play on console, you just downloaded Overwatch on Xbox September 17th, you will not need to make a Nexon account because Nexon does not publish the game on Xbox or PlayStation. Blizzard still does. Again, I'm getting all my information from the FAQ they did. I'll link it down below. Not everything has a clear-cut answer. I did read through all the FAQs. Some of this is interpretation, and this is all subject to change. Esports has a huge scene in South Korea. They state that for this year, esports will operate in a similar manner as they do currently for 2026 specifically. This could change in the next coming years, as they do point out 2026. A lot of people are probably asking, why would Blizzard do this? From what I understand, there's no laws in place to stop Blizzard from continuing to publish the game, as you could still play on consoles just fine, you could still play on Steam just fine. And I think ultimately it just comes down to money. Nexon will be able to focus on the Korean market specifically, have region-locked events, which means skins catered directly to the Korean audience to make them spend more money. Similar to how Overwatch in China has exclusive events and skins. And they'll be able to price gouge a lot more because it's only one specific market being affected, and the rest of the world just sees, oh man, they got these cool exclusive skins and we're not giving anything, even though those skins are going to cost hundreds of dollars potentially. I also imagine it's a lot easier to get licensing rights for a specific region than it is for the entire world. And once this new region-based event comes out, and it's a lot of banger skins, because I'm sure this first event is going to be absolutely massive, players are going to convert to Nexon like that. And again, I don't know how Korean players are taking this. I don't know how Japanese players are taking this, because from what I read online, Korean players are just a lot better than other Asian players in that region. So maybe it's a good thing for Japanese players. Maybe it's a good thing for the other Asian servers, but I just don't see it like that. I see it as isolation of a player group who is now going to suffer with worse matchmaking times because there's less people to matchmake with, simply to get more money out of that consumer base. Now, the president of Blizzard Entertainment added, Korean players have long been a vital part of our global community, and their passion has helped shape Overwatch in meaningful ways. We look forward to partnering with Nexon, whose deep understanding of the Korean market and strong live operations expertise is widely recognized to continue to deliver exciting and dynamic experiences for players. And then Nexon co-CEO said, by combining Blizzard's outstanding development expertise with Nexon's strength in live service operations, we aim to bring Korean players the best possible Overwatch experience. Which just sounds like, hey, we're going to isolate you from the rest of the Overwatch player base so that way we could sell you exclusive skins that are very expensive. And really, this just leaves me wondering if this is going to be a new trend that's going to start happening, where, say, a Japanese publisher wants to take Overwatch from Blizzard in Japan, so then they could isolate Japan's player base to sell them exclusive events and exclusive skins, while leaving them with a lesser match quality because there's less players to matchmake with, while creating envy in all the other communities because they see all these other regions getting all these awesome skins and they're just getting the same skins that everyone else is getting because they don't have a specific publisher doing exclusive events, no matter how predatory those events end up being. Meanwhile, they're getting all the skins that Blizzard US is making, so Blizzard US is able to supply them with those skins, they didn't put any effort into them, so they just give them away like how China did with Mythics, and then they sell their exclusive skins at a markup. But now they're getting the stuff we have to pay money for practically free, or a lot easier because they're getting sold more stuff. That's why NetEase was able to give away all those Mythics in Overwatch China, because they didn't put any effort into those Mythics, so they could just practically give them away, while the skins that they actually take the time and effort into, they sell for hundreds of dollars. I definitely do see the benefits of being published by another company. The skins that Blizzard is making, you get for free. Meanwhile, you get exclusive skins that cost more, but you're getting all the stuff from Blizzard for free practically, or just a lot easier to acquire. That might not be the case with Overwatch Korea, but I could definitely see that happening, as that's what China did. Plus, I don't know how controversial this acquisition is inside of Korea, so if it is hard to get players on board, all they have to do is offer, hey, here's 5 Mythics, come and link your account. They do have some rewards for linking an account. They have Splash Surfer Diva, a Nexon Legendary Loot Box, Mythic Prisms, 20 of them, 5 Legendary Loot Boxes, and then an exclusive player banner. These aren't really that aggressive of rewards. I'm sure they're waiting to see how many people actually link their account and how many people they're going to have to continue to bribe until they force everyone onto Nexon. While you're getting all these rewards and all these cosmetics, all these exclusive cosmetics, you are just losing the benefit of being able to play on Asia servers. Now you're isolated, now there's a smaller player pool, and I'm not quite sure if the benefits outweigh the negatives. But I don't play on Korean servers. This won't affect me. I'm sure this won't affect 99% of you watching, but I thought it was something interesting to point out, something that should have more attention on it, I feel like, because it could definitely set a new trend of other countries breaking away, isolating their player bases to sell them exclusive skins and events. Because a $100 skin in the Western market would have so many people going against it, where I feel like it's a lot easier to sell those very expensive skins in the Asian markets where people aren't as vocal as players in the West. At least that's the way I see it. I think Western players are a lot more vocal about monetization than other regions, but I have no facts to back me up here. It's just anecdotal, so I could just be talking out of my ass. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this acquisition. Do you care about it at all? Do you think it's going to set a new standard or start a new trend where other countries start breaking away and isolate from the main Overwatch? Or do you just not care? If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.